Hi all. So a while ago on YouTube, I stumbled down a wormhole of small kitchen appliance reviews. As I was looking to buy an air fryer and perhaps maybe a pressure cooker, that's when I stumbled across one of the worst YouTube chefs of all time. His name is Jack Scalfani, as I like to call him, Jack Salmonella Scalfani. I watch video after video of him butcher, sometimes quite literally, recipes. Imagine driving slowly past a multi-car pileup on the interstate. That's my face as I watched him teach the internet how to make partially cooked meals of varying types and taking awful and unneeded shortcuts to recipes that are already quick to prepare. The absolute horror of Jack's lazy man chefing, air quote, techniques to my boyfriend Tom. And now, since we can't unsee it, we are opening your eyes to it as well. I'm Michelle, and I welcome you to join us for this horrific journey, better known as Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man. Hey guys, welcome back. We got a little off topic last video, but we're gonna hit play here in a couple seconds, and we're gonna go through the Keurig Duo Plus video. It's got about 2,900 views. It's on the Cooking with Jack show channel, and Jack is angry about coffee makers, and we're gonna sit here and give a little reaction to it. So hope you'll maybe sync up your YouTube and watch along with us. Here we go.
Alright guys, we are hitting play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take it away, Jack. Okay, so Jack is leaning on the Keurig Duo Plus box right now. I want to state outright that I'm a little worried that even based on the thumbnail for this video, I feel like he may have done that weird second chance review of the Hamilton Flex Brew as if he was like, well, this is the bad one. But hopefully Keurig, Dr. Pepper, who owns Keurig, I wonder if they'll sponsor me or they'll see this product review and I'll give their product a glowing review and I'll bash the Hamilton Beach Flex Brew. And maybe there'll be a sponsorship idea in this for me.
First of all, his whole kitchen is wrapped like a Christmas present, which bothers me. The lower third also bothers me because it looks very, very
it's low
map-ish to me. It's just
it's
awful.
low resolution. It's poor. He grabbed it from somewhere and stretched it.
Again, we're both TV people, so things like this matter to us. Probably not so much to people just casually watching, but it matters to us.
You come to us to find out why he sucks. If you're listening to us, you already know that Jack sucks. But you come to us for the technical definitions of why he sucks. Why is what I'm looking at and hearing at displeasing me? Michelle gives you, that he's an awful human being. I give you the production, technological reasons as to why his show looks like crap and why you don't feel a sense of satisfaction when you watch it. The same way you do when you watch Babish or Rachel Ray or any of the professionally produced cooking channels.
Well, they have a number of people working for them.
Jesus mug sighting.
Jesus mug sighting. All right, yeah, here we go. We're in it now.
At the 2-minute mark, we have the Jesus is the reason for the season mug.
Oh God, this is going to be a nightmare.
He's right now talking about the filter and the filter holder that he refuses to use. He tells you that he and his wife have a whole house water filter on their home's water system, so that's why he doesn't have to use the Keurig, the little activated charcoal filter they give you, and the little activated charcoal filter holder they give you.
Oh, and now he's ranting about how much longer the cable is. If you look at the cable, it looks maybe a foot longer than the other one. I mean, really, it doesn't look that much longer. So now,
well, one of his he's now noticing that there are a circle of buttons on top of the Keurig Duo Plus, one of which includes what he believes are the sizes for how much coffee the machine will dispense. I still think he's mistaken. He thinks the 4 size selections are for both the carafe side and the single serve side. It's my contention that they're just for the carafe side because it's like 4, 6, 8, and 10, or 6, 8, 10, and 12, which would make sense if you're making, again, if you're only you don't want to brew with a large pot of coffee every time. How do you tell it how much water to have? How does it know? You'd have to tell it. The single serve coffee maker by itself, really, it's like, okay, we're going to give you an average amount of coffee.
What is interesting to note here, and how you know he hasn't read the directions, is if we're listening to the video on mute currently. He doesn't have it, first of all, turned on, even though he says he does. And then second, he's like, oh, here's where the coffee grounds go. Like, he didn't even know where they went. So he's showing you the basket now and kind of how it works. I mean, it's like any other coffee maker. It has a basket. You probably want to put in a filter. I don't know. I didn't read the directions. Neither has he, though. So, I mean, we're about the same playing level here.
Now he's opening up the water filter packet with his teeth, even though he claimed he wasn't going to use it.
With his teeth. Wow. But, so we're filling up the water.
Now, unlike the Hamilton Flex Brew, the Keurig Duo Plus only has one single water container that you fill up, and it will do either the single or the carafe. The fact that the Hamilton Beach Flex Brew has two sides, has two separate water vessels you must fill up, perplexed Jack to no end. He was getting visibly shaken and angry by that. He was like, I don't know what to do. Which one do I fill up? I don't know which one goes to which. I'm not sure. It's like, it's only two. There's not 10. And one's obviously larger than the other. One's obviously meant for the carafe, and the smaller one is obviously meant for the single serve. In other videos we watched regarding the Hamilton Beach model, there are two separate water fill indicators, and they clearly indicate this is for the carafe side, this is for the single serve.
I'm really confused. Like, I don't know, like, he's on a rampage, and he notes this at the beginning of the video. Why, I don't know.
He uses the word rampage.
Yeah, he definitely uses the word rampage, and I don't know who gets so angry over a coffee maker that they go right out and buy another one. I mean, unless it has a visible problem. User error is not a visible problem. It's user error. The problem exists between you and the coffee maker, or as we like to call it in the tech industry, PEBCAC. Problem exists between user and keyboard.
This would be Peb Cafe.
Oh, yeah, well, yes, exactly. So he has no problems really using this, even though he hasn't really read the directions. He manages to brew a cup of coffee using the carafe function, it looks like. And
both of these are programmable coffee makers. So obviously, maybe you don't have to do it for the Keurig.
I mean, if you really want to get, like, if you really want to do a review of this review, I would say the Keurig is more idiot-proof than the Hamilton Brew. You need to actually sit and read how to program it, what functions it does, how they work, and all that kind of thing. But I feel like maybe that one you get more value out of it. The Keurig, you're just paying for the idiot-proof functions of it. Regardless, I just
He left his range hood light on. There's a hot spot on the back wall above the left burner, above the rear left burner. There's a hot spot on the wall. A wireless
hotspot. Or what are you talking? Oh, as far as like...
No, it's overexposed.
Overexposed,
yeah,
okay.
There's an incandescent element from the range hood that's shining down on the back wall on his... Well, that's a ceramic tile backsplash.
That's typical Jack, though. I mean...
Yeah, going into his backsplash, going into his production quality. Although, and this is weird, both of these videos were... if you're listening to this...
They had to be like the same day recording kind of thing.
But... Remember in the last video when I said the light on the left, the light frame right should be moved about a foot so it's not directly in front of the stainless steel reflection? In this video, it is in fact moved because that reflection is different. You see how the light's angled now?
Are you sure it's not just because he's wrapped his whole kitchen in bows and it's deflecting the light because of that? Like, this is absurd. I don't know who does this in their kitchen, but oh my god.
Well, somebody who uses their kitchen as their YouTube studio.
Oh, that's true. That is an absurdly large cup of coffee for someone that's had a stroke and that blames their stroke on their coffee.
Well, it's not just that. He also complains that the single-serve coffee makers aren't filling up his coffee mug. That was his huge complaint with the Flex Brew. It was like, oh, the coffee only came up to this little line here. It's like, well... They're meant for, regular coffee cups.
Right.
A 10, a 12-ounce coffee mug, maybe a 14-ounce style camper-style coffee mug. He's throwing 28 and 30, 26, 24, or 24 and 32-ounce mugs under there. Nothing's going to do that. That's why you buy the carafe. The cup that they're talking about for a regular coffee maker, a 12-cup coffee maker, those are 5-ounce cups. Like what you used to serve tea in. Like a little dainty porcelain cup with a saucer underneath it. That's a 5-ounce pour. That's what you're not supposed to, but that's That's what coffee makers are meant to give you. That's what they're designed to give you, a small cup. They're not meant for the American 64-ounce kidney buster 7-Eleven coffee mug.
We're at the end of the video, folks, but two things I want to point out to you before we go.
He's still selling sauces.
He's definitely still selling his sauces at thebestsauces.com. He also is shilling stuff at amazonjack.store, which I guess is a domain name, and he has his, cookingwithjack.com website, which I think he just links up his YouTube videos. But before that, I wanted to say that he prays for specific viewers. So if you'd like to bring some good fortune and faith upon Pink Chicken and Lazy Man for crapping all over Jack Scalfani here, feel free to send a prayer to Jack Scalfani to pray for us, because Lord knows we need it. We've reached the end of this video. Next week, we're going to try to do this weekly, I think. A review of a video of Jack's, whether it be the newest one he puts out there, or maybe a throwback video. Talk about his channel a little bit more in depth and touch upon some subjects with that.
Like most podcasts, we're figuring this out as we go along. We've been watching Jack for months now, so we have a lot to talk about with him. Again, we are concerned. I will say we are fans, but we are concerned about many of his business practices, stated goals,
his
production methods, his health,
yes,
his overall state of mind, his food safety, his safe handling procedures, the choice of ingredients, his diet.
To take our constructive criticism
constructively.
Yes. And, improve upon it. I think he could really turn a corner and do something with it. I think
Heaven help him, he has developed a platform. He has developed an audience. He has developed a community. He has Seth Godin'd himself into 1,000 people who will buy what he says to buy, watch what he says to watch, listen to what he has to say. Now, what does he do with this power? Will he eat himself to death? Will he continue to have health problems?
No, I don't want to see any of that happen to him. However, I think that honestly, of all the videos that he does reviews okay-ish. Can he improve? Yes. Can we all improve? Yes. I think if he does something with small appliance or kitchen gadget reviews and just focuses on that, make his cooking like a background kind of noise to that, I think he could come up with something there. I think there's something there. I don't think cooking is his strong point. I don't think production is his strong point. But I could put those things to a back seat if he does something that he's doing mediocre now good. So we'll see how this develops over the next couple weeks, and
we hope you join us again here for another podcast episode of
Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man. I'm Pink Chicken. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Tom. I'm the Lazy Man.
See you next time.